When you're grieving, or even just when you are really, really sad, it can be so difficult just to do the simplest things in your day. That deep down sadness can make you feel like you are carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, and getting up and moving around just a little bit can release some of that weight. So in today's video, I am going to talk about why moving your body can be so important when you are grieving, and give you tips on how to get started when you just don't feel like doing anything. Stay tuned. Moving just a little means a whole lot when you are grieving. Do you ever feel like you are just completely out of sync with everything when you're sad? Gentle movement can help get you back into a rhythm and give you a little bit more of a routine throughout your day. It builds momentum, so even starting with the smallest, tiniest little things that seem insignificant can actually get you up. And a lot of times once you start, you want to keep going, and you're less likely to sit back down and do nothing with the rest of your day. Also, I don't know about you, but I know my grief journey, I just don't feel like myself. And I've talked so many times in my videos about how if you have a deep, huge loss, you're never going to be the you that you were. But moving around just a little bit can make you feel the tiniest bit like your old self. It's kind of that little like, oh, hey, it's nice to see you again. And side of yourself. Just doing the simplest things like taking a walk, or doing an easy exercise video, maybe trying some yoga or doing some breathing exercises, can give you that little nudge that reminds you of yourself again. Speaking of taking a slow walk, if you can get out into nature, I've talked about this a bunch. Nature is like a big, warm hug. It can be so comforting just to get out of your house, to get up off your sofa, to look out and notice the things around you in the world. It just kind of reminds you that there is something bigger out there, and that you are still a part of your environment. And the last reason that I think that moving your body is so very important is that even just the smallest bit of exercise can actually help your feelings get flowing. You know how sometimes you just can't find the words for how you feel? Moving your body can be your heart's way of speaking. I know a lot of times when I'm doing something, sometimes for seemingly no reason, the tears will start to flow. I will have all kind of feelings come up. And while that might seem like it's a bad thing, it is a beautiful, healthy, great thing to get those feelings out. It is all a part of healing, and it's important because it helps you feel like you are still human. I know I keep stressing over and over again that this is very gentle movement, because I know a lot of you are grieving, and I don't want to scare you away by saying the word exercise. For a lot of people, that can be really daunting. I know that's how it was for me. If you are a person who enjoys exercise and it was a large part of your routine before you were grieving, by all means, you can totally disregard this video. Just know that you are doing the right thing. If you want to go out and train for a marathon, please have at it. There is nothing really unhealthy with moving your body, and no exercise is bad exercise unless you're taking it to a point where you are getting obsessive about it and it's a distraction from your grief because you are focusing so hard on how much you are exercising. That is a whole different video. Today, I'm just talking to the people who would rather lay down on the sofa because you feel like you have lost all of your freaking energy and your grief has just sucked all of the life out of you. So for you guys, start simply. Start easy peasy. Baby steps rock. This can be so simple. I mean, I'm talking while your coffee is brewing, maybe just do some simple exercises. Okay? Maybe if you are sitting on the sofa watching a TV show, when there's a commercial, if you still have commercials. I know a lot of us have streaming now, but if there's a break, or even what I do personally is like every 15 minutes, I will get up and I will just walk around my house, take a couple steps, do a little stretching, just to kind of get my body up and keep that blood pumping a little bit if I'm having a lazy day. My next tip is don't worry if you are inconsistent in your effort. I talk a lot about building up routines and how that can be helpful when you're grieving, and it absolutely is. But that does not mean that your movement of your body has to be the same every day. When you're grieving, your energy ebbs and flows constantly. So some days you might not feel like doing anything, and it's a Herculean effort just to get up out of your bed and take a shower and whatever. And that's fine. So if that's where you are, keep your exercises very, very simple. There are other days, though, that maybe you're having a better day and you feel more energetic, and you can go on a bike ride, or you can go to a park and take a walk on a path, or maybe even go for a jog. That wouldn't be me because my hips and knees are like a 90-year-old woman. But if that's you, good. The more the merrier. For me personally, I enjoy videos. I go on YouTube and there's one channel in particular that's called Improved Health, and it is literally exercise videos for beginners and seniors. And they are easy to follow, but they make me feel like I'm accomplishing something. And they help. They help a lot. They help boost my mood. They help make me feel like I am staying healthy. And that does so much in my own personal grief journey. And I think it will do the same for you. The next tip kind of goes along with my simple living information from this month's video series. And that is try to be in the moment when you are moving. So this is like if you are going on a walk in your neighborhood. Sometimes we just tend to pop in our earbuds and zone out, but maybe take them out for a minute. Turn off the music, turn off the podcast or the audiobook that you're listening to, and just hear the sounds of nature. Just be with yourself. If you're doing a video or something in your house, just feel your breath. Just try to feel your heart beating. That sense of grounding can be very important for your feelings when you're grieving. My next tip is share your journey. If you can find a friend or a group of friends or even a furry buddy to accompany you in your exercise journey, it can make the world of difference, honestly. I personally walk with my friend Bianca every single week, and it's become a routine of ours. And the awesome thing about doing things with a friend, or if you have an animal that you have to take care of, is the accountability. You are much less likely to cancel on a friend than you are to cancel on yourself. And I'm not saying that it won't ever happen. There are things that come up when I walk with my friend that sometimes we, have to postpone or whatever, but we always make sure to reschedule. And we have never gone more than 2 weeks without doing a walk together. And those walks have done more for my mental health on my grief journey than most of the things that I do. So if you can, try to make movement, even the gentlest, simplest of movements, a regular part of your day. Eventually, if you do it enough, it can be something that becomes a routine that you might actually look forward to because it feels like a little bit of a sense of normalcy when your world is all topsy-turvy. Movement can be a simple and easy way to let yourself know, hey, I'm taking care of myself. I am still here. I am still going. Each small step and deep breath is a reminder that you are moving forward and that eventually things will suck less. So remember, we are all in this together, one step, one breath, one small movement at a time. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I am going to link for you this series that I've done this January on ways that simplifying your life can help you in your grief journey. So if you haven't caught those videos, I highly recommend going back and watching those in that series. My hope is that they will help you on your grief journey like they have helped me. As always, I am sending love and hugs, and I will see you guys next week.